exit that they used is that none of the dungeon, or should I say, none of the caves would be shuffled. So we're going to walk in here, and we're going to find the wooden sword. That means that all the shops are going to be in their vanilla locations. The dungeons will be in their vanilla locations, except they've all been shuffled in amongst themselves. And it looks like we got Wizrobes here on the overworld, so that's not very friendly. But at least it's better than seeing them in the dungeons. And let's see here. Yeah, CantFindBombs is going to be stabbing some of these orangies because they do have a bomb drop chance.
Like that.
And instantly gets the bombs. Meanwhile, Sharky is moving over to the level 3 location. And CantFindBombs is going to be joining them soon after. And look at that, we got level 3 at level 3.
And Pole's voice guarding the outside as well. So,
you know,
go ahead.
I was going to say that's also pretty good. Pole's voice are pretty tanky. So to see them out the overworld means that really the only thing that's going to give them a run for their money are the blue Lionels, if they're in the, underworld, or Darknuts.
Oh, let's see. Tektite's easy to clear. We already have our staircase, which leads us to... Oh, we have ourselves what's called a segmented level. So in the shapes algorithm which we're using here, sometimes our levels can be broken apart. And so for each segment, there is an additional transport staircase amongst the vanilla number of transport staircases. Level 3 normally has none. In this case, we have one, and oh, shoot.
That's not... Ooh, wow, those keys rolled upward. So we do have enemy HP shuffle, plus or minus 2.
And, wow, heart container for CantFindBombs, 1 for Sharky, and the Triforce has been found already. Very nice finds.
Very fast 3, and it's also really nice to get that 1, because that's extra firepower. Especially now that we've seen some Lionels here in level 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, CantFindBombs is now going in the wrong direction. And so, he may get a little bit lost here, and oh, Sharky choosing to just reset and move on. I mean, unless we're caring about 16 heart container completion runs, this is actually the smart decision.
Well, the only exception to that rule is that we don't know how many heart containers are really going to be accessible, and they're going to want to at least have about 6 of them before they head up to the level 5 location. Just so that they can guarantee getting that white sword item if it turns out to be required, or one of our luxury items such as the magic key or the red ring.
Ooh, speaking of red ring, I'd like one right now, or at least CantFindBombs probably would.
And we got level 5 here at level 1.
Level 5 starting off with staircases and then some like-likes. Some call these creatures pancakes, but trust me, this is not a case where Link eats pancakes, this is a case where pancakes eat Link. Still, we get a small key out of it.
Although, really, the like-likes just want Link's shield.
That is true. And, oh, okay.
Oh, ladder block. But we know that ladder block's not going to be required because Sharky was able to get in and out of this level 3 very quickly.
And,
yeah, Mugger Room.
Oh, that's the 1 out of 3, and, yeah, Sharky's getting out of there.
Here's a tip. If you run into one of those, empty black screened rooms, and you see a shutter door, it's probably likely that you've either found a bait block or a Mugger Room, or, yeah, especially if you're coming in from the top.
So, we're going to spend that key. Possible stair room right here.
That is true, and looks like we got ourselves the Dark Nuts. It looks like the Dark Nuts rolled downward.
which one? The red ones or the blue ones?
Oh, the red ones. Did you see how much the blue ones were?
No, I did not. Anyway, staircase! Transport. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
And, oh, 2 key doors on the other side.
No go.
Whereas, can't find bombs, in this case, can't find keys.
Yeah. And unfortunately, when it comes to the direction, he's barking up the wrong tree.
And we don't yet have a candle to burn down the right tree.
Oh, was the right way to go below there with that locked door, or where was the right way to go? Well, here is this room.
For level 3, once you took the transport staircase, head south. I don't recall there being any, key doors interfering.
Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, CantFindBombs did take the wrong spot. Oh yeah, that explains it, because otherwise Sharky would have run into that heart container.
Exactly. Also, ew, 28 rupees for bomb refill?
Yeah, that's nasty. Especially since we don't know what our secret's going to be. We of course have those 3 large secrets and, you know, the small and medium secrets available, since we are running first quest. Yeah, this overworld is not great. I mean, I guess it would be worse if we had Lionels, but...
What is worse, Lionels or Darknuts?
Well, Darknuts are annoying because you can't hit them head on, but Lionels are annoying because they use the sword beams. So what it means is that if you get into close quarters with them, at least with a Darknut, you can kind of pass.
Well, that is true. Perpendicular sword swings do help with that. And there we go. First of the Take Any rooms found. Those are still at their normal locations, whereas level 2...
Ah, look at this. Level 1 at the level 2 location. Now this is either going to be a gold mine for Sharky, or this is going to be a Dungeon of Disappointment. And it's a Dungeon of Disappointment. Unless the ladder's in this room. Well, the ladder could be in this room, I think.
An item could drop here if I recall my drop tables correctly. And I was...
Well, there's the map.
Right.
And, okay, it looks like we can bomb upward here. So we can keep going. So that's good. That's good news.
Yeah, I wasn't worried too much about that, partially because of the... Alright, I'm gonna butcher the explanation, but basically, level 1, every wall in the original level 1 dungeon is a bombable wall. So I would figure that Shapes level 1 has the same characteristic.
Yeah, usually in level 1, if there's a room that you can usually bomb into it, with only a couple of exceptions. One of them is Zelda's room.
Oh no, CantFindBombs chose to leave a little early.
Ah, interesting. Might be thinking it's ladder blocked. But that, you know, let's see here. Do we have an Armos item here? Oh, don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. Okay, so
just
this is our 30 secret. What do we got as our
Ooh,
26. It's just 2 rupees shy of being able to afford a bomb pack with that. But he's probably, you know what, he's probably going to duck out of level 1 here, you know, grab this heart container. This is going to guarantee him the white sword item. Probably going to go up, check what level 5 is. And then probably head back to, you know, level 1 at some point.
Alright, I did confirm the red Darknuts are weaker. Blue Darknuts, I think, are similar. Oh, there's the bow!
Oh boy.
Sharky has learned to be an archer, and unfortunately, archers are not known for their defense.
Meanwhile,
yes. Go
I
ahead.
think CantFindBombs is getting the information that it's possible that the Armos item is actually at the grave. But we got level 2 here up on level 5, so Bombs is probably going to start digging around. Don't forget, CantFindBombs does not have any keys. So, like, that, for example, that locked door, there's nothing you can do about that.
And there's no shutter room either. So, oh, level 2 is also segmented. So, actually, now that I'm looking at these, what are our two map shapes here anyway?
I really don't know. Ooh. We can bomb to the left. Yeah, here's our staircase. Guarded by an Aquamentus, this could be an item drop room. It's not, unfortunately.
You typically don't see item drop rooms with open staircases like that.
You actually do. There's actually some of the diamond staircases are item drop rooms.
With the shaped algorithm?
Yes.
I must have missed that update because I don't recall encountering that at all on prior tournaments. I recall the item already being there, but not dropping there.
Oh, maybe... actually, that's a good question. But I think it has to be an open staircase room. It can't be... it can't be an open staircase room because the same information that's used in order to say, hey, make this staircase appear is also used to say, make this item appear. So those two are in conflict with one another and can't actually appear. But if you already have the mechanic for how the blocks actually move, that's actually tied to a completely different part of the game. So.
Alright, we did find the compass of level 1 guarded by a blue Goma, but it was guarded poorly.
There's a compass for level 2, and the Triforce is next door, of course it is.
Guarded by rupees.
There's the first of our two floor items, and it's another heart container.
And there's a heart container for Sharky. However, we are still missing one more item from both of these levels, but CantFindBombs, I think, needs to find keys in order to get that remaining one.
Yeah.
So...
I think the move that Bombs is doing is that, clearing out the dungeon, seeing what can and can't be found, taking a note of all the blocks, grabbing the Triforce, hopefully we'll run into the recorder shortly, and he'll just be able to toot back to any of those completed dungeons. Our white sword item is... Oh, it's the book.
Yeah, not what we're looking for with this flag set. At least not most runners anyway.
Bombs actually can pick up the book and at a deficit to attack power, will actually have an ability to open the level 8 location without trying to hunt down a candle. But like I said, though, it does come as a sacrifice because, once you have the book, oh, there's the raft. That's 2 required items in level 1.
And CantFindBombs didn't use bombs. And
nope.
That is going to cause a potential problem.
That could be, but level 1 is such a small level, there's no way that Bombs is not going to go check. Now, the only way that can be a significant issue is if we have a dungeon, on the raft spot that contains something such as, the silver arrows. Well, actually, maybe not even the silver arrows, but the step ladder or the recorder. That I can see causing a potential issue. And did we get level 9 at level 9?
We did. Don't say it. Though, perhaps we can say an answer to... Okay, Math Girl, I said not to say it. No one listens to Danstead anymore. Anyway, question from the audience. Regarding the wand book question, do you happen to know if it's if the logic could actually require that before you get a candle?
No. The logic will never account for the book. Some of us have been pushing Fred for maybe having such a thing, but I don't think people really like having to pick up the book in order to... It's like, why not just remove the candle from shops?
Also, the Armos item today was a heart container, so... Now I'm wondering if that coastal spot has something important.
Probably the magic boomerang.
In the meantime, level 6 has been promoted to level 7.
And it's got gomas.
And an immediate staircase. Which is a transport, kind of expect that.
Well, level 7 automatically has at least one transport staircase, whether or not it's segmented.
That is true.
Oh, that was the wrong room. I think, CantFindBombs was looking for the rest of the dungeon and, couldn't figure out which side did I enter from? There's a key.
And, actually, Russian Bishop Archarker asked a good question. Did we ever see Sharky pick up the Triforce Piece of Wisdom from level 1?
I actually don't recall.
We'll have to wait for an inventory check on the overworld in order to confirm that.
So interesting. CantFindBombs noped out of level 7.
Well, 7 isn't exactly a level you want to be at early on. I mean, there's only 2 items here.
You know what? I think he's headed towards the rare shop to see if he can purchase a candle, and it's gonna go straight to the level 8 location. That could be a play. Do we have it here? No, we don't. But we do have
arrows, though.
Bombs might want to invest in it. Well, maybe the candle first, the arrows later. But yeah, so where's our candle shop?
Our candle shop could be bomb blocked, if I recall correctly. But let's think about this. I am double checking the summary of the flag set here. Is there a flag that talks about shuffling the shop types amongst themselves or something like that?
No, I don't believe there is. Now the shops themselves can have different items. That can be shuffled, but as for example, the rare shop is going to be located at the rare shop location. So that means that store is the only store of its kind in the game. But yeah, we don't have shop type shuffle, but we do have the shuffle of whether the items inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
okay.
to have that verified then.
Yeah. But since we're dealing with vanilla overworld, the only thing that has been shuffled are the dungeons, what locations contain what dungeons. That's the only change in terms of caves. There we go. CantFindBombs is finding a few more bombs. Ooh, and we've got this. I hate to say this, but you may want to consider, sacrificing a bomb.
Wait, am I want to make sure I'm following your logic and the logic of,
I'm talking to, CantFindBombs.
I know, I was... Yeah. You're saying that CantFindBombs doesn't want to lose the bombs he's found.
But maybe it might be maybe that might be a good plan after all. So you definitely, judging by the way the keys are in this scene, you don't want to lose those keys. There's a heart container out of level 5. And look at that level 7 map. Oh boy, what is that?
White mage, preparing for bed?
Okay, I can see that.
Please, come up with something better.
It looks like a big old mess to me. It looks like level 8's gonna be even dumber.
Actually... Oh my gosh, you're right! So, one of the things that kinda needs reminding, the way that the game data is for Legend of Zelda, levels 7 and 8 share the same 8x8 space. Typically. You may have the rare occasion of, ooh, like's causing problems, but that's not what I meant. You may have the rare occasion of, say, you know, like, one piece of level 8 may jut into level 9's area, but for the most part, the map of level 8 is going to be the inverse of level 7, or at least the inverse will be considered its base.
Yeah, how it works is that all of the dungeons in the games are on two 16x8 grids. So that's 8 down, 16 across. It's level 7 and 8 share an 8x8 grid because, you know, that's generally speaking how big each of them. Level 9 is large enough that it has its own 8x8 grid. And what you notice is you notice there's a lot of holes, you know, in the levels. And wow, we're running into a few dig doggers here, aren't we?
Yeah, and right now Sharky deciding not to continue the sequence break, especially when there's another staircase nearby. Oh no, please don't have this be the other transport. It's not, and...
Ooh.
Okay, I cannot tell by that palette, but is that the wooden boomerang?
I think that is. Yeah, you know what? Because I do believe that the palette of the boomerang is shared by Link. And since Link has the, you know, the tunic color on, now of course Sharky does not have an additional tunic. But he does have the tunic, you know, palette shuffle on. Oh, there's the Triforce at a 7.
Still
keep
missing
going.
an item.
He dig. Oh, there's the candle.
Candle right by level 5 today. Oh, the forgotten spot. Yeah, that's not a friendly one.
Now there is one other thing to mention in terms of the wand and book combo to open up the level 8 location. That is, of course, contingent on whether or not the enemies in level 8 are actually... Because what happens is that because the wand fire does not stop anywhere except the edge of the screen for an enemy, you actually have to, you know, coax an enemy, you know, to get towards that bush and then burn the enemy and hope that the flame actually overlaps the bush.
I typically do not have the patience for that.
No. But considering that the candle is at the forgotten spot, it very well might be. It very well might be a good play. I mean, not the play that these racers are going to take, but definitely a good play. Again, it does sacrifice the usability of that wand somewhat. Especially since you don't have a red ring, so getting bumped around by that fire takes off half a heart.
Sharky, meanwhile, going to learn about level 9 being level 9.
Well, level 9 is always level 9.
But level 9 is level 9 and at level 9.
Yeah. I mean, level 9 always be level 9, and ooh, 71 is our large secret. Ouch.
Not very... Did that boomerang just kill the red Octorok?
Yeah, probably. That means they must have rolled down to 0 HP. Ah, see, here we go. Yeah, that would not have been very good. Look, level 8's at level 8. But yeah, those bee hats in the in this this screen here, you would have to have the patience of God in order to make sure you have to wait for the pea hat in order to land on top of the bush, and then you've got to burn the bush. By the time that happens, you are actually better off hunting down that blue candle. So, probably a word of advice, if you ever plan to use the Wanted Book combo to open level 8, always make sure that you see what enemy types are on that screen first before you think about it, because you might end up not being able to anyway.
That is a fair point. Alright, CantFindBombs finds a staircase. It's an item! Oh, it's a very good item.
Oh, it's the silver arrows.
And that's just 1 out of 3. I wonder what the other 2 have. Thank you, Sharky!
We don't need no education.
No, education is always good, I'm just saying we don't need that particular piece.
Yeah.
Let's at least try to set a good example for the folks living, watching at home. And oh, there's the second item. It's the magical boomerang in 8.
We don't need no boomerang. Anyway, I'll stop now.
I didn't realize that you were also a part of the big bad sing-along group.
I'm not. I can't sing.
That was the joke. Don't worry,
no,
I'm part of it too.
I mean, I can't sing, like, from an internal perspective. Like, you need to get me in the right mood in order for me to open my mouth to music. Because otherwise I just clam up. I'm like, I don't want to sing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, back to level 2. We know it's the segmented one. Sharky just learned of that. And, good news, Sharky, you don't want to go down that way.
Now, did we find what our second item in 2 was?
Not on my record notes.
Yeah, that's right. I believe CantFindBombs noped out of 2 because of key.
Well, both runners are having a key situation right now.
We may end up just seeing some key purchases.
Maybe a meat purchase later. That was very cheap meat.
Possibly, though we don't see a lot of bait blocks in these particular flag sets.
That is true. There is only one bait block in this algorithm here. If you were to play second quest, I think there are 2.
There are one in level 3 and one in level 8. And yeah, second quest bait blocks. Those are the ones. If you're playing with vanilla shape, second quest vanilla shapes, yeah, you're likely to run into more than one bait block or 2. And yeah, we're gonna get a key purchase from CantFindBombs.
81 rupees for a purchase there. Now, I think there were 2 shops where you could buy keys, but I think that one... Actually, I think that one is closer to a steal on the more expensive shop.
Oh, Bombs is going back into level 3. He's got the Triforce. Oh, he's probably just, no? Is he checking to see what he...
I think CantFindBombs realized this wasn't the level that he intended to go to.
Yeah, he's probably thinking of level, Oh, you know what? I think he's gonna go back into the level 2 location. That's where level 1 is. We know that's where all the value is, too. Going back into level 5, perhaps?
And oh, this right. The room's up top. That's why we couldn't get the second item. We were missing keys.
Yeah.
Which meant the heart container was right there. Alright, this makes a little more sense. And, I don't think Sharky's happy with that. Has to pick up the Triforce piece of wisdom and skedaddle. So at this point, we have uncovered every accessible level at this point. We are still missing 4 and 6, I believe.
Yeah, you are correct. Yeah, so CantFindBombs is coming back into level 2. Meanwhile, Sharky's gonna see what's here on the island. It is level 6.
Alright, that means 4 is at Recorder Lake.
Yeah. So what that means is that in here could, is the possibility the recorder could be in this dungeon here.
However, it could also be back at level 2, and now that CantFindBombs has 1 key, we're going to hope that he doesn't need 2 keys. So...
Well, what'd be really nice is if we had, the any key. Oh, yeah. You had to say something.
I don't know what to say anymore. I just call him unintentionally.
Well, it was probably likely, just the way the seed is going, it's just lots and lots and lots of key doors. Oh.
And Sharky is Monty Halled.
Sharky could have done a Kananaki. I think that's what he was thinking of the last possible moment, but it was just too late.
So what I mean by a Monty Hall situation here, it's basically you get to choose 1 door out of certain number of key doors, and hope you don't get zonked.
Yep. Unfortunately, you don't have the option of looking what's in the box, but that's a completely other game.
I mean, technically you could. It would just involve save scumming.
Nothing really matters.
Anyone can see.
And unfortunately, we do not have a 10 heart container. Oh, there's the map.
I think that map is ladder blocked.
So maybe the ladder's not in here after all.
However, CantFindBombs is back in 7 right now.
Now, it's worth noting that when CantFindBombs checked out level 2, he did not actually go and, reset the key counter. He decided to just keep on going. That might actually be a hindrance later on. And speaking of hindrance, there could be an item in that room there with that Goma. But unfortunately, without that bow from level 1, you can't, kill the Goma. Doesn't have to. At least the good news is, though, is CantFindBombs, once he finds all of the items necessary, he will be in Triforce and Go mode. Does not need to worry about those silvers. Won't have to worry about gambling level 9 for silver arrows. That is something that we might potentially see, happen from Sharky.
In the meantime, Sharky had to take an unintentional death here. Just trying to find that bomb hole and not having luck. This level, I mean, this entire seed is basically resource management the dungeon crawler.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds where, you know, item management has definitely not been kind to our racers.
And oh, can't find bombs. Spent a key, only got 5 rupees in exchange. And unfortunately, we're gonna need more keys.
This seed is garbage.
Sharky, meanwhile... Ooh, that's a bad trap room.
Yeah, spend a key to get another locked door.
But fortunately, we get another key for our troubles.
Okay, at least we can keep going. I think if he goes up, he'll reach the map room. Here's the staircase room, so this is good. This is probably just a transport, but could be a item.
In the meantime, CantFindBombs is back in 5, while Sharky finds a transport.
Yeah, I take the transport. At this point, you just don't know what's going to happen. Now we're back. Okay.
Not exactly next door, but kind of close, and... Oh, CantFindBombs paying the toll. Losing out on one permabomb, basically. But, right above the Triforce room, level 5 does have some bombable walls. The question is this one of them?
Now we're gonna see what's in this room first.
We see it, we can't pick it up. But we can bomb down. With, a guarded Triforce this time.
Well, heavily guarded. Ooh. Yeah, you're probably gonna... Can you get it? It's a lot of lag in here, too. That's the problem. Can you do it? No.
The guards...
Yeah, the problem with those blue dark nuts is that they are just too fast sometimes.
The guards have performed their sacred duty.
Well, more like their demonic duty.
And speaking of dirty rooms here, all these Lionels in this NSU room.
But the good news is, though, yeah, those Lionels are kind of just sort of stuck in those positions. Kind of unable to move back and forth. I was gonna say, oh, here's a potential staircase room. Nope.
Yeah, if there is ever a shutter, then if you can push a block, that block is going to open the door.
Yeah. So again, getting back to what I said originally, is the appearing staircases in the upper right corner, the shutter door, and the appearing item. Actually, appearing items and, you know, shutter doors can appear in the same room. They just can't with the staircases. That's all. And look, we got the red candle here in 6.
Every little bit helps.
Well, I believe Sharky didn't get a candle yet?
Actually, I think you're right. And oh no, Sharky's out of bombs.
Oh dear.
Now, if I recall correctly, Manhandla can drop some, or we'll just head around.
Manhandla's pretty dangerous to, you know, take head on. Usually by the time you enter level 3 in the vanilla, you usually have at least maybe a blue ring, maybe you've got your white sword. Hopefully bombs.
You know that the common speedrun routes ignore the blue ring when you get to level 3, right?
You know I'm not talking about speedruns, right? I'm talking about casual.
Touche. And Keese guarding the Triforce of Wisdom piece today.
We made our way back to this room here. Yeah, looks like Bombs is back here in level 8. So I believe this was the room with the magic boomerang.
I believe you are correct.
Let's hope he doesn't accidentally pick it up.
It was in the bottom left corner. You would have to be very unlucky to be there when it spawns. Oh, speaking of unlucky!
Another ladder block. Oh.
Yep.
And look at that. CantFindBombs did a retry.
I've lost track as to how much progress, was lost on that.
I think that might have been intentional. I think that's maybe what Bombs was trying to do, was to, you know, try and just sort of see what was going on with all that kind of stuff, and then, you know, reset if nothing pans out.
I just lost track as to where the,
Oh, you know what?
last save was.
Bombs probably retried to get that bomb back.
So, I'm just looking over things right now. So, we have found... I'm gonna do a mini item recap right now because I'm trying to figure out where this stepladder is. So level 1 had the bow, the raft, and a heart container. Level 2 has a heart container and one unknown item. Level 3, heart container and magic wand. Level 4, as we know, is unavailable right now. Level 5, where Sharky is, has heart container and red candle. No? Wait a second. Did I mismark, or did we not find anything in level 6 yet?
Level 6, I believe we just found the, red candle in 6.
Then I mismarked that, thank you. That means Sharky's looking for the other item in level 5. Level 7, we know, has a wooden boomerang and something on the floor. Level 8 has the magic boomerang, the silver arrows, and something else.
That something else is what Bombs is aiming to find.
While CantFindBombs is hoping to find the third item while exploring 8. So we are down to...
This could be it. Ooh, it's Goma blocked.
So CantFindBombs technically would have to sequence break to get in here, but these fireballs come out at regular intervals, gets through to a transport.
Ah. But you know, maybe this is the logical progression. Was to go into level 1, pick up that bow. Oh no. No, we don't like those.
Well, we're gonna have to start liking them a little bit more. That's, most likely combat required room, as, apparently level 5 today has become Tornado Alley.
Again, aren't we glad there's no whiz robes in here?
That's, not much of a comfort right now, as, CantFindBombs attempting to block clip through for safety, and now safely in that block, let's, take out some, land molas here. Beautiful.
There we go. But guess what? Doesn't have a key.
And, there was a heart container swallowed by the like-likes on the floor. I think that was what you saw previously.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was... Well, that's our floor item, so... I don't know if we know what our staircase item is yet.
Also, I think the Landmola room had a key... had a key lock door, and CantFindBombs is out of keys again.
Yeah. First person to find the magic key is probably going to be able to unravel this seed. Now here we go. This could possibly be our item. Oh, that must have been where the silver arrows were located.
Yeah, silver arrows were a drop. Or sorry, not a drop, the seller item. And already found those, so we need to find elsewhere.
So it looks like Bombs did another retry to save that key.
And Sharky needs to find some bombs. Oh, that room. Ooh.
But I don't think we've seen what's north of that room yet. That might actually be a factor, unless we can go in from the left here. Yeah, we can't go in from the left, so it's possible that might actually be where the item's located.
Or maybe we can come in from this right-hand side if we had bombs.
Oh, we don't have bombs. You
Yeah.
know what? I think Sharky is going to save. Or did he press continue? Well, yeah,
I think that was a save.
That was the save, yeah. So maybe he's gonna save and he's going to save that key and maybe try it out and then reset if it's not. Gonna pick up some bombs. Yeah, like in this type of a seed where you really don't have, you know, a lot of resources to work with. Saving and retrying if you know, you don't find anything. That's probably a better option.
And was it CantFindBombs that already did the revisit to level 2, or was that Sharky?
I believe that was Sharky.
Which means...
Well, it might have been both, but oh no, yeah, he might have gone through level 2 and not seen that there's really nothing of value. Well, Bombs is here in level 2 now, so it must have been Sharky.
Yeah, which means the actual value is going to be locked behind another door that CantFindBombs opened. Okay, so it was CantFindBombs that did this previously.
Yeah. So he's gonna see what's past this door. And probably reset if it's not anything valuable. Oh. See, the worst thing about, you know, being forced to do this is that it really is time consuming.
And, oh no, Bombs, you don't want to go that way. You do not want to go that way. Oh, well, okay, there was a key there. I forgot about that.
Okay, that is good.
It's the recorder!
No, yeah, Bombs definitely wanted to go this way. Now Bombs has a lead. I imagine CantFindBombs is probably going to, you know, go back to level, you know, back to the, over this way and get the, level 4 spot open.
Alright, I'm going to go quiet and see if CantFindBombs has audio, and if so, what we may hear from the recorder. Did that sound like, Bubble Man?
Might have been. I don't know. I don't have my, I don't have the audio active.
Well, according to Mr. Cab, that wasn't Bubble Man, so, chat, name that tune.
But yes, here is level 4. So, hopefully CantFindBombs will find the stepladder.
And, yes, Piercing Mountain. I meant Bubble Man as in from Mega Man 2.
Wait, there's a Bubble Man from another game?
What Bubble Man were you thinking of?
Is it like Pepsi Man?
Bubble Man! Oh, that doesn't sound good. It's a different... That's a different character entirely.
Let's see what the map of level 4 is. That is... What? What?
You know those snakes from, Super Mario Bros. 2?
Oh, you mean the, Cobrats.
Yeah, it's a Cobrat. And, there you go, French Vanilla Stepladder in 4.
Alright, well, that is almost as good as the magic key. But there is still an item left in 4, and it could very well be that magic key. So this might actually, take, the turns, might be, the tide might have turned for CantFindBombs. Sharky's still here at level 5, is refusing to use that key. I don't know if we've seen what was past that door before.
I cannot recall. But, I think, Bombs is gonna have to, well, either spend a key or hopefully get lucky by going around here.
Yeah, it might be able to get around.
Seriously, taking the old man out because of a bedtime story? And Aquamentus awaits with a 1996 Dodge Caravan.
Well, here could be our item room. It doesn't look like we've got a segmented forest, so this is probably likely going to be the item. It's going to be something good. Nope, I guess not. I guess you gotta use the key to get from these last 6 rooms.
And okay, Chad is saying that the tune was actually Airman, not Bubble Man.
Oh, okay.
I had the right game. Come on.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sharky taking a death, and I don't think that was intentional.
Okay, here's our item, and ooh, it's got the danger noodles. It is the white sword. Ooh. So this is really good for bombs. Now CantFindBombs just has to make back to the Triforce room. The next stop has got to be level 1. Got to pick up that bow, got to pick up that raft. And do some, Triforce collecting as well.
Sharky has been avoiding that southern room this entire time. Basically, enter level 5, head south, then bomb east. And I don't recall if CantFindBombs went in there either.
Well, we know at this point in time that there's nothing of value unless it's the magic key or the red ring, because we have basically all of our progression. Sharky has the raft, CantFindBombs has the step ladder and the silver arrows, and the recorder. Yeah, at this point in time, Sharky's gotta pull out the magic key in order to really start, gaining some ground.
But, this room will not do it. So unfortunately, that key was spent on nothing. So come on, bomb that wall.
See, we're 53 minutes in, and I think Sharky at this point in time is, has got to be thinking, this scene is absolutely garbage. How can I not find anything? Where are all the keys?
You can just buy all the keys, remember? This is Zelda 1.
Well, technically speaking, though, we are dealing with a poverty seed here. Because we only have that 71 rupee large secret.
And I think it was 26 or 27 medium.
Yeah. We don't know what our small secret was.
I don't think a lot of runners are gonna care that much about small secrets.
Well, they may want to, towards the end of the game when they might need, money to take down Ganon.
that is true. Anyway, while CantFindBombs has the item lead, Sharky at least has the Triforce lead.
That is true.
And, whoa, half the health immediately just by sitting there. Hopefully there wasn't a premature celebration going on.
Yeah, it looks like CantFindBombs is headed back up to level.
Oh,
You know what? I think Bombs, must have assumed that he was ladder blocked out of one.
It was a bomb block, but in this case, it's going to benefit... it's gonna be to the benefit anyway. Now, if CantFindBombs decides to actually bomb north right here, that's just going to be cruel irony here.
Well, he does have the map, so he knows it could possibly be a bomb spot. But nope, he's gonna head off to the right here. And well, I guess he got a bomb upwards no matter what. This kind of reminds me of, the vanilla level 7, where the only way to proceed is to actually bomb upwards from the entrance.
Well, not exactly from the entrance, but close to it.
Oh, but look at that, that's where the Triforce was, so... Yeah, I wonder... No, you know what? I think Sharky might not have been able to get this piece of Triforce.
With the way that enemy set was, plus Sharky's health at the time, it's hard to tell.
Well, we know for a fact now that we're gonna have to bomb in this room.
Sharky? You actually need to go right. Oh no.
Now, that is one thing that I think you do in these, key management seats. One thing that kind of gets the racers is, your keys, you don't have a lot of keys. You've got locked doors. You have the map. You know that there's only one or two screens past that locked door. Do you make that gamble? Or do you assume there's nothing past there?
At this stage? Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, because I think that's what trips up a lot of runners, is their unwillingness to, spend their keys frivolously.
Or their bombs. Again, CantFindBombs could have, been in this part of level 1 earlier. And now Sharky is going to go through and surprise! Oh.
Oh, Sharky's got words for this seed, I can tell you that.
And putting those words to action, and the unfortunate part, the recorder was not even at that portion.
But he may think otherwise. And now he doesn't have a key to access that recorder anyway. Oh no. Well, there's CantFindBombs picking up the bow.
And with that, CantFindBombs has everything needed to...
Oh.
Not yet, right?
That piece of Triforce, that was 100% ladder block. Even if you could bomb in from the north, you would have had to have done a ladder clip in order to get there.
Ah, that confirms it.
There's the Triforce piece, or the Triforce locator. And you know what? All the keys be... Look at that, 5 keys now for bombs.
Oh, and Goma getting a rare kill. Alright, Sharky now in level 8. But no keys to his name.
This seed.
You are certainly having a lot of complaints about this seed today.
And I'm not even the one racing it.
Well, why don't you channel some of that energy and put some positive spin on it? Like, please, follow our runners. They are struggling through this. They deserve our support.
Indeed. And, don't forget to follow, the commentary team as well, and our tracker.
That is ex-Russian Bishop, our tracker, our restreamer MathGirl718, and Jiggly Saint, my coach, and Raft, the item we sometimes wish we didn't have to deal with. Okay, that's not actually... If there is actually someone named Raft, I apologize. But CantFindBombs just picked.
I believe the raft shop owner from Oracle of Ages is sad right now. His name was literally Rafton.
Ooh, I forgot about that. And yes, with that raft acquired, CantFindBombs has everything needed to finish this seed and is thus officially in what we call go.
Did we see what was up with the coast?
Not yet, but Bombs wants to know.
How much do you want to bet the coast items the red ring?
Power bracelet.
Oh, come on. Talk about positive vibes. Oh, it's just a heart container. We were both wrong. But you know what, though? At this point in time, CantFindBombs has a pretty decent chance of picking up the magic sword. Let's see what he takes from here. It's either going to be a potion. Probably going to take the potion.
No, taking the heart container.
Eyes. You know what? I believe he is one heart container away from a guaranteed magic sword.
That is correct. We didn't talk too much about the sword cave limits, so this is probably a good time to talk about them. So in the vanilla game, the white sword item, which is normally the white sword, takes 5 hearts, and the magic sword is 12. We have a flag enabled that allows for an additional range plus or minus 1 for the white sword item, and plus or minus 2 for the magical sword.
Yeah, you saw CantFindBombs earlier trying to pick up the magic sword with only 10 hearts. In vanilla, that wouldn't work, but because of the shuffle, that means that, it could be either plus or minus 2, so it could either be 10 hearts, or it could be 14 hearts, or it could be in between. It could be 11 or 13 hearts. You probably have a better chance of picking up the sword if you do it in increments of 2 heart containers rather than just 1.
Hold on a second. Sharky bombed to the right of the Silver Arrow room. I don't recall if CantFindBombs did that.
Yeah, that could be a factor.
Well, we now know where the Triforce piece is. It was on that right side! Oh no! CantFindBombs may have missed out on an opportunity here. Which means, once Sharky gets that recorder from 2, the advantage may swing back, but it's hard to say.
Though remember, Sharky still needs to collect that ladder from level 4.
That is true. That's why I say we have to talk about the recorder.
Speaking of recorder,
it's entirely possible that that Dig Dogger is guarding the staircase.
Interesting. So, Sharky's not going to check out who's guarding the... Oh, shoot.
Nah, Sharky's gonna check. Guarded by statues.
Yep. Good old Beamos. Meanwhile, we are going to see this Dig Dogger get digged.
Get dug, I think.
No, get digged.
I'm pretty sure the past tense of dig is dug. Also...
Yeah, but it's not getting dug because it's not being dug, it's getting digged because it's a Dig Dogger.
I do not dig this. Heart container as the final item in 8.
Oh boy. Well, that'll be good news for CantFindBombs if he ever goes that way.
Well, here's the problem. CantFindBombs is going in the complete opposite direction. And most likely that Triforce piece is going to be picked up before that heart container.
You think somebody's gonna... Oh, okay, well, we haven't been here yet, which, of course, unfortunately, we know is not required.
Yeah, unless...
You think someone's gonna stop and burn that magic? Oh, here we go! Ah, there's level 8.
And there's that inverse of level 7 that we were talking about. So, what exactly is the inverse of a white mage going to bed? Oh, wait that manhandler was guarding a passage. Ooh.
I was gonna say a black mage waking up.
How does that ink blot look like a black mage waking up?
Well, yeah, but the inverse of a white mage waking up would be a black mage, or a white mage going to bed would be a black mage waking up. Hey, did I mention I'm actually battling a cold right now?
You should have some rest instead. Why are you commentating when you're ill? That's never a good idea. And I've done that before, and I'm pretty sure people heard me sniffling and coughing the entire time.
It's not too bad, really. Ooh, CantFindBombs down to only 4 bombs. But at least he knows that there's section of the dungeon that's over this way, so he's gonna try bombing past the Silver Arrow Room.
And thus, the lead... It's hard to tell who really has it right now.
I still have to give the lead over to CantFindBombs because... Remember, he's got that recorder. So after he is done with this Triforce, you won't have to go back in anymore, won't have to go exploring for any more items. There's the compass. Oh, he's gonna go over this way, still wants to find that final item.
Whereas Sharky has gotten the Triforce piece out of level 8, so right now it's a 6-5 piece lead.
Now, the only thing that would deter bombs is that, for example, you're gonna be stopping to check out these dig doggers. Check to see, is there anything under here? Where does that go? Probably goes to that manhandler passage.
Yeah, I was realizing that same thing. So in this case, bosses were guarding shortcuts to each other. Interesting, that.
It's interesting, though, that CantFindBombs is trying to find that final item. He must really want that heart container. But speaking of which, he's only got 1 heart container left. Oh, he grabs another piece, another heart. That's good.
And speaking of grabbing another heart, Sharky is about to do... not that.
And I believe, yeah, this is the item here that... Or, not the item here, but ooh, takes down that manhandler easily.
And, I think, yeah, CantFindBombs may end up passing on that. Meantime, Sharky has, reset. So Sharky needs to head back to level 2. That is the only way that Sharky can continue. And there we go, CantFindBombs did find that heart container. So,
Yes,
yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, at this point in time, yeah, after this, CantFindBombs, we'll have to go back to levels 5, 6, and 7. Get those remaining Triforce pieces, so... Remember, Sharky can't really get anywhere else without that recorder, because we know that we know that the ladder was recorder blocked, and we know that the Triforce piece in 1 was ladder blocked.
Sharky's back in 3. I'm guessing that he never got that heart container.
Possibly.
And now CantFindBombs already got that heart container, and I think just realized it.
You know what? He's got the recorder. He's gonna do a recorder. Now here's a trick you don't see that much. Now you see, right to the magic sword. There you go. How is that for a trick?
Wow. So, from what I was able to kinda gather, and basically, somehow ladder clipped up to be parallel to the raft spot, blew the recorder, had the recorder cross over the raft tile, and somehow the interaction between the two sends you... Does it always send you to a fixed location?
I believe what it does is it actually sends you, because, if I remember correctly, CantFindBombs recorded to the level 7 location, and what happened was that actually made you go up and to the left of the level 7 location.
Then that would mean the recorder was set to level 4.
Yes, the level 7 location. So he fluted to 4.
Okay. So fluted to 4, raft somehow causes it to go up and left. Got it.
Yeah.
Just making sure I followed.
But yeah, that was a good trick and definitely a time saver. Because remember, Bombs doesn't have that Triforce here out of 7, so can't whistle up to the level 6 spot. So that was a very, very, very good trick. Now the next question here is, where's that Triforce out of 7? We know Sharky found it. Yeah, these dark nuts are not going to be any problem for Bombs any longer. There's the map.
Old man, stop taunting us.
Oh, you know what the greatest troll is? When the old man is on community hints and it still gives you the hint of where to go.
I saw a clip about that. Something about how the hint was that Patra still had the map or something, and it actually was true.
Yeah, or there was like a go west, young Link, and it turns out that what he needed, the right way to go was to the west of that location.
Immediate west or a little bit of a distance west? There's the power bracelet!
Oh boy. Yeah, no, it was like immediately to the west, I think, or to the left. It's like they hit go to the next room.
Gotcha.
Only, of course, how, the old man wasn't trying to give a hint, was just being silly.
So, at this time, it looks like the only items unaccounted for are the red ring, the almighty key, and 2 heart containers.
Yeah, it would seem so.
And any of those items can be in any of the remaining 4 spots. We have 1 in 5, 1 in 7, and 2 in...
Oh, we can't bomb down from here. That must be an old man room.
I don't think level 7 allows all of the walls to be bombed.
True.
So if we were to go east, it may very well not be an old man.
So this could be your item.
Meantime, Sharky is heading in the general direction of level 2 right now. Nope, going to sorry. I'm mixing up my game tricks here. Trying to screen wrap around to the forgotten spot. There we go.
Oh, okay, here we go. Lord Banana is down this way.
Yeah, I knew that the wooden boomerang was the seller item.
Now, I don't know if we saw whether this was... Oh, there's our second item. It's a heart container.
Wow, Goma guarding the heart container. So that means we are guaranteed to have either Red Ring or Almighty Key in level 9.
And I just realized something. Both items and the Triforce were on the same screen and one screen below.
Yeah,
all the value of level 7 was contained in those two rooms. Also, that Gobo, I mean, the only if that was a shutter door down there instead of a bombable wall, then we would have had a classic boss room.
So yeah, CantFindBombs has now tied the Triforce piece.
Yep, just needs to go get it in 5 and 6.
And they just so happen to be close by. Which means Sharky is running out of time. Fortunately, in the area for level 2, just has to, fortunately, hurry it up a little in order to have a chance to catch up, unless, of course, level 9 causes even farther problems.
So the question is, okay, Sharky's going the right way. Gonna use this key down here. There we go. Now Sharky's gonna have a chance to catch up. Yeah, regarding level 9 we always like to call the Great Equalizer. So even though CantFindBombs will always gonna...
Sharky, I don't think a woodwind is necessarily good when the wood is burnt. Sorry about that, Jiggly.
That's okay.
But yeah, Sharky is immediately huffing it to level 4. I'd stop at the fairy fountain. Makes sense. But in this case, we are not going to see what that remaining item in level 5 was.
Yeah, at this rate? No, probably not.
Maybe CantFindBombs will run into it, but Sharky has no reason to go back. And,
there's the map out of level 6.
Looks like Yoshi.
Yeah, I can see that. My first instinct was Charmander, except that doesn't have the tail with the flame.
I could also see Charmander. I liked how those bubbles were doing a little bit of a dance on Sharky's screen. And oh, almost got wall mastered there, Bombs. Now, unfortunately, I do not recall where the White Sword and ladder were located in level 4.
The step ladder was located. You see that one room? You see the row near the bottom of 5 rooms. It's at the far right of those 5 rooms.
You mean that one?
Yeah, this from here.
Well, Sharky now has that, whatever you call it, ladder.
Now, Sharky might not actually go get this white sword. He's only got 2 keys. And we know there was a locked door that led up to those 6 squares up at the top.
Well, both
Yeah,
have their...
he's gonna Triforce and go mode it, yeah.
Both did pick up the Triforce piece. But... here's the thing, Sharky has to go back to level 1, which is at the level 2 spot, a little bit farther away. There's not really a good warp spot. I mean, maybe warp to level 8 and then...
Yeah. Warp to level 8, that's the best spot you can get.
So, this... yeah.
Sharky does know where the Triforce Force out of 1 is.
That is true, so Sharky may have pulled this back.
Well, Sharky's probably going to be the first one to enter level 9. But if you take a look at the difference in key count, Sharky's 2 versus CantFindBombs is level, 9. I was gonna say level 9 keys. Or did I say bombs? Anyway.
But the other thing also is CantFindBombs will be more equipped to handle level 9. 15 hearts! And... actually, okay, in this case, CantFindBombs is actually setting up a 10 count intentionally, and then just taking the 2 keys, and then the fire removes the 10 count. Ooh. That's harsh. And oh gosh, both of them are going to be close.
Was that Mugger Room required?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, but it was only 2 keys, though. If it was 5 keys, and the magic key was in level 9, that would have been horrible.
And both runners have their Triforce pieces, but CantFindBombs was closer to full health, so gets out of the transition fast.
CantFindBombs is also closer to level 9 as well. But now Bombs only has 7 bombs. And a reminder that none of them have protection of that red ring.
Well, here's hoping we don't need it, as we are now...
Oh no, that's right, he gave up the 2 keys, I was mistaken. That was earlier he gave up the bomb, and then he got, up an A to get the bomb back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, level 9, the Great Equalizer. Let's talk about this place. Ooh, all open. So, we are looking for 2 things inside level 9. We are looking for the Beast, Ganon. Ganon, we will know roughly where he is, because Ganon is loud and proud a little bit too much. Likes to roar whenever alleged heroes are nearby, and if you hear the roar, then you will basically know you are 1 room away in a cardinal direction. We are also looking for the kidnapped, Zelda. As we clear these rooms of enemies, if a single shutter door is there, enemies are defeated, and the place doesn't open, then you know that Zelda isn't there. Zelda is not there. And because we are playing with community hints... Oh, well, there's the Beast!
Oh, Ganon's right here. So it's going to take CantFindBombs only 4 swipes with the magic sword. But a high roll driver, when Ganon touches you, is going to take away 4 hearts. The same as getting bopped by a red whiz rope beam.
And you know what I just realized?
What's that?
I did not have the audio up on CantFindBombs' side. CantFindBombs heard that audio that entire time, because Ganon was right next to the entrance!
Wow. What this means is that now it's a race to find Zelda. Now, of course, Bombs has the lead, but, Zelda herself is known as the great hide-and-seek, player, so... gotta hope that, CantFindBombs can find a compass.
In the meantime, Sharky's taking out Ganon right now.
Yep. This is gonna be a very, very close match. There's the compass. Oh. It's right over there. Can we get there?
I think so.
It looks like we can, yes. Can we? We just have to make sure. Can we? Yes, there it is. It opens up.
Oh, and Sharky falls to Ganon.
Oh, no. But with that, our winner is CantFindBombs. Do we have an official time?
We do. The official SRL time, 1 hour, 25 minutes, 29 seconds.
And with that, CantFindBombs is going to be moving on to the next round. But everybody, let's give it up for Sharky, who played a great race, was, able to overcome a little bit of a deficit and almost match, Bombs as well, towards the end. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit shy. So give it up for both of these racers who played an astounding game.
Oh, and Sharky falls again.
Oh, interesting. Oh, you know what?
Sharky is
going up?
maybe hoping for a red ring?
Possibly. Or maybe he forgot where to go? No, maybe he's just checking things out.
Well,
Red ring could be in this room.
It's likely a transport, though. There are a minimum 6 transport staircases in level 9. And
yeah, but the game is trolly like that, right?
I have actually played a seed with a segmented level 9 before.
Oh, he's not going in. We'll never know.
Alright, so Sharky just has to avoid those fireballs and those Hyrule drivers. But one who doesn't have to deal with that is CantFindBombs, our winner. GG.
Thanks.
So, I'm guessing this seed was not exactly kind to you in the resources department.
I mean, can we just not talk about from like the minute 13 to minute 53? The rest of the seed was great.
You know that as commentators, we are kind of obligated to talk about the general race, which may include some of the parts we don't want to talk about.
I apologize to anybody who had to sit through that. It was probably more painful to watch than it was to play.
Now, I'm not exactly sure which specific part you're referring to, because, while overall, you didn't do that bad. You were just struggling just as much as Sharky was when it came to trying to figure out how to proceed.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was trying to decide whether I was just angry. That's actually the first time I've ever had to buy keys. And not only did I have to buy keys, I had to buy keys and retry like 4 times because every guess at the key was wrong. And I didn't want to go to that little spot in level 2 because I figured I had better odds going the other way. But then I didn't have any other choice, and then I got progression.
Yeah, that's into what I was talking about earlier, how a lot of racers, tend to favor, when keys are a major problem, they tend to favor opening more spaces in the dungeon than those 2 locations, or, the one-off location. And the one-off location might be progression. You just...
Also, level 1 was not ladder blocked, which that's when I got really angry because I could have cleared out level 1.
Actually, technically level 1 was ladder blocked for the Triforce piece, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about the Triforce. I care about the bow and the ladder, or the raft.
Yeah,
rather.
you could have had those pretty early.
And then
Also,
and then I could have gone into level, what was it, level 4? I could have gone into level 6 and gotten a billion keys.
I think Sharky has been turned into bacon one too many times and has chosen to call it. So that's how it. I guess Ganon gets his wish now and then.
How far along was he?
He was at the Ganon fight,
Oh, he's in level 9?
and he didn't find the red ring either.
I don't know where the red ring is. I don't want to know where the red ring is.
My guess is the red ring is one screen to the right of the old man room. But Sharky went in but never checked it out. Maybe people can find out if that's where it is or not. That would be hilariously bad if it was.
Well, I mean, if you know if you know what's gonna happen, the seed's not too bad. I mean, I bet if I went back and played the seed again, I could do it in like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah. No, it's just you're right. The biggest thing is just the keys.
In the meantime, Sharky, GG.
Yeah. That recorder, that got me. And key issues was a big part of it.
That is exactly what we were just complaining about.
Yeah, the resources and munitions were not exactly kind to either of you this seed.
Yeah, I went back to 2 once with the keys. Like, okay, let me use this key somewhere, which was used incorrectly, but
Both of you fell for the surprise door behind a door trick.
Yeah, that was exactly what happened to me. I actually bought a key, retried, bought a key again, retried. I tried it in level 2. I tried in level 8. And yeah, eventually I found the recorder in 2, and then I was flying from there.
I never found a red ring. I don't know if that's in 9 or what.
I never found it either.
The 3 items that are unaccounted for are the red ring, the almighty key, and one more heart container. They are shuffled somewhere between levels 5 and 9.
Figured red ring probably in 9, because I did find a heart container in 5.
Both of you found a heart container in 5. I believe that was the floor drop, but I don't recall seeing any of you getting the cellar drop, or the cellar item.
Yeah, I was looking for it, but I never found it. I figured if I found it on my way to the Triforce, although I had about 1 billion keys by then, so I didn't really care. I was really looking for the any key more than the red ring.
And that ladder kind of was like, oh, hi, ladder.
Yeah, right?
It's like, okay, get that ladder. I'll go back to 1 shortly to pick up that Triforce.
Alright, there is something I am curious about, actually.
Yeah.
I did not have audio up when this happened, but when both of you entered level 9, did you actually hear Ganon roar?
Yes. That was like 25 minutes in. I heard it like, I just started laughing like, okay, I know where Ganon is.
Oh, right, both of you did that, and I don't think Jiggly, Saint, and I caught that. Admittedly, part of this was because I was on a different setup, so... Wow.
I actually pirouetted out of 9, because why go into... I was there early. I was there like 10 minutes in, and so I was hearing Ganon roar for like 5 minutes until I entered a cave on the overworld, and I actually didn't hear the Ganon roar until I left 9. I was like, I know where Ganon is.
Like, so Ganon's either left or to the right.
So that was pretty funny. And I guess if you had my audio going, all the viewers also heard Ganon's roar for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which meant the viewers knew before the commentators did, at least based off of based off of my audio setup.
Yeah, I heard Ganon roar for like a few minutes, just roaming the overworld when I found it. Like, because I think I found level 9, then I turned around and I think I went towards where Vanilla 5 is. Because I changed my route a little bit tonight. Usually I go to Graveyard early to see what the Armo's item is. But instead I kind of got turned around and went completely different direction.
Which probably would have worked out for you if it hadn't been for the keys problem. I guess you were at Ganon when you quit, so you weren't that far behind.
No, I just died again a few times. It's like, you know what? No red ring. This is probably not going to be worth it.
Did you pick up the magical sword?
No. I had 11 hearts and I never went there to try.
Yeah, I took a crack at it at 10, and then I had 14 hearts by the time I got back over there, so it was guaranteed. Or I had 12 hearts, and there was a heart on the coast, and a heart, and I got the raft heart, and then I went over and I was guaranteed the magical sword, which obviously helps get Ganon done quicker.
And I don't know where Zelda is, so...
Zelda was not too far away and was accessible without a staircase. So it took me about a minute and a half after I beat Ganon to find Zelda.
Yeah, I think the outcome for this one is probably, I would say, finding that recorder.
It's actually interesting. Both of you entered level 9 for the final attempt about no more than 20 seconds apart, I believe.
Oh, so that's quite a race.
Yeah, but in this case, CantFindBombs, your equipment setup proved to be superior, and picking up that magical sword did help. Sharky, I may as well let you know the white sword was in 4.
It was pretty deep in 4, though.
Yeah, with 4 being, what's my last dungeon? I don't remember what my last dungeon was.
4 was at recorder spot. You got the ladder and you got the Triforce piece and you bailed. I couldn't blame you. In this case, it did hamper your offense a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of looked at RC like, okay, no dot done yet. I'm going for it.
Yeah, 4 was
I
your
seen
last
dot
level.
done.
That was
I
definitely
seen dot
the
done
play.
when I entered 9, like, or so. Like, oh, well, I blame the recorder. That's the blame I'm putting on.
Yeah, I mean, if 4 was your last level, then that was definitely the right play. Because, I mean, not late in the seed. I was in a little bit of panic, too.
Yeah, I think I went to 4, finished 4 off, went back to level 1, just picked up the Triforce. Then I went and grabbed a sidetracked a little, grabbed a potion, and went to 9.
Yeah, I probably should have gotten a potion. I had the money, and I don't remember if I don't think I ever got the letter. But, I mean, I had no idea. I mean, I figured you had the same key problems that I did early along, but that kind of thing, it's a matter of luck to get past it, so who knows if it took you, you could have gotten out of it in 2 minutes and I was way behind, so I had no idea where I was. But it sounds like we put on a good race, so GG.
GG, and good luck against, well, Cantaloupe next, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who is the true winner of this match?
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing but good things to say about him. He's actually taught me quite a bit of what I know about vanilla. If it weren't for him, I'd probably still be struggling with a 35-minute vanilla time. So I've got a lot of respect for him. I'm hoping I can be at least a little bit competitive.
Well, all I can do is wish you good luck, CantFindBombs and Sharky. Hope you'll stick around for a future commentary for the rest of the tournament, at least.
Yeah, I'll try to do a few. Try to sneak 1 or 2 in.
Fair enough. Please give both of our runners a follow for an excellent match. And don't forget to follow my commentary partner Jiggly Saint, our tracker, ex-Russian Bishop, and our restreamer, MathGirl718.
Yep, and thanks, guys, for commentating and put on a show for them as the commentator's perspective.
Yeah, I'll echo that. Thanks to everybody for putting on a great show tonight. Thanks for everybody for watching. Sharky, thanks for the race.
No problem.
Alright, as far as the upcoming schedule goes, I do believe there will be a doubleheader match tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern on one of the Randomania networks. I do not know which one yet, but please follow Randomania and Randomania 2 through 4, and I'm sure you'll find the match as well.
Yeah, so and Sish Crusher, that's going to be a good one.
So with that in mind, any last words from anyone here?
I hope that's the worst seed I get in this tournament.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I admit.
And have a good evening, everyone.
Yep.
Indeed. Watch out for Lionels and keep on grooving all.
Good night, everybody.